If you run e-commerce with complex configurable products, here you'll find a few ideas on how you can use AI UX to boost revenue and cut costs. Start with setting the bar. With the right setup, you can cut time by about 50% and aim for 200% of return of investment with roughly a few month payback. That's your target. Now, here's how you get there, step by step. First idea is to automate custom quotes. This is where money hides. You take the giant spreadsheet, the attributes, the margin rules, the competitor prices, and you let an agentic system handle the heavy lifting. One agent selects components, one calculates cost and margin, one checks market prices, and one drafts the offer with clear reasoning you can review. So, how to implement it? Map the quote workflow end to end. Ground the system in your catalog, pricing, and margin policy. Add guardrails, minimum margin, discount caps, human sign-off thresholds. And ship in phases. Automate the first two steps, then expand. What to measure? You should focus on time per quote, percentage of quotes, and time capacity freed. These numbers make the case by themselves. Second option is to deploy a virtual seller beyond just a chat. Think of it as a 24/7 salesperson who understands intent, compares options, answers delivery questions, and nudges checkout. Abandoned carts in many stores sit at the range of from 25% to 40%. When you answer the last question at the right moment, you recover even 50% of that loss. And how to implement that virtual seller? Firstly, ground the assistant in product data, policies, FAQs, logistics. Then, add intent detection and decision layer that chooses the right role. Navigator, recommender, or closer. Place it along the funnel. Cart, exit intent, email follow-ups. Start with traffic throttled to 20%, so you'll learn fast. Scale toward 60% as metrics hold. What to measure? We recommend focus on response time, engagement to add to cart, recovered carts, and incremental revenue, and also deflection of routine tickets. Quality doesn't drop, speed and coverage go up. I have bonus for you if you sell configurable goods. Connect the assistant to a 3D configurator. Let the system advise, configure, and show the product in real time. That removes doubt and lifts average order value. Third idea is to automate translations, the low-cost on-ramp. Pick strong translations model, set QA thresholds, wire them to your content management system, and keep humans as final reviewers only where confidence dips. As for the budget, it's about from 10 to 20k. As for the timeline, we're talking about 2 weeks delivery, and as for the outcome, you will get nearly automatic, multilingual pipeline, and your team will be freed for higher value work. This quick win creates momentum for bigger bets. Now, the operating model that makes it stick. First stage, R&D spike. 1 week to map the process, select models, and define success metrics. Keep it cheap, reduce uncertainty. Second stage, 3-week prototype. Automate a meaningful slice, like for example, the first 2 steps of the quote flow or a 20% traffic slice for the virtual seller. Ship to production-like conditions, measure daily. Third stage, scale, expand coverage from 20% to 60%, for example. Harden guardrails, integrate analytics, and human handoff. By now, return of investment and payback are visible in the dashboard, not in slides. To make it useful for your business, there are few non-negotiables. Explainability. Show how prices are calculated and why recommendations appear. Safeguards. Enforce margin floors, stock checks, and compliance. Human in the loop. Instant escalation when confidence is low or stakes are high. UX first approach. Clear copy, guided choices, 0 dead ends. Remember to track 4 metrics from day 1. Time per task, percentage of workload automated, recovered carts or incremental revenue, and payback period. If these move in the right direction, you scale. If not, you iterate. That's how you implement AI UX in complex e-commerce. Start with revenue-tied use cases, prove value fast, and then turn the dial up. If this helps, subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Drop your questions in the comments, I will pick them up in future breakdowns. And if you're serious about making this work in your store, feel free to reach out. Let's make it happen together.